Hi, this is LaVon Vaughn with Cindy Sawyer at the wonderful convention for Asea, the first East Coast convention and one of many in the future. But it's been such a pleasure to meet Cindy Sawyer. When I heard her testimony, I said, Cindy, we have got to get this captured on tape because of the power of what Asea is doing in people's lives and how it's transforming. And Cindy, share with the people how Asea has changed not only your life, the life of your family and your home.
Okay, I have a son, his name is Sawyer, and since the age of 6, we knew that he had some kind of a learning disorder, some kind of a disruption in his brain, and we began contacting different doctors around the United States to try to find out what the problem was. At that time, all they had was just a simple test to try to find out if possibly he had heavy metals. When the test results came back, it was extremely toxic levels of mercury and lead. And over the course of from the age of 6 to 17, we sent him to doctors throughout the United States to try to get the bottom of it, to try to pull out these toxins. And we were at the point when he hit about 16, none of the toxins were coming out. In fact, they were getting worse. And his learning disability was getting worse. We had to set him up on a 501, which is for the public school system, is they give him extra time to do testing, and they have a lot of extra perks for kids like that. But as a child gets older, it gets worse, and the depression that comes along with that for him, he was smart enough to know there was something wrong with him. And so with that and the peer pressure and all that, he was becoming suicidal. And I knew that I needed to shoot this thing into faster gear. I'd already spent thousands of dollars all over. Nothing happening. Everything we're doing is not working. We did 2 to 4 tests a year to test this, to see if any levels were coming down, and it wasn't. So I found out about Asea in March of 2010. I started doing my own research to see what exactly this was all about. In one of my groups that I meet, which is a science group that we meet once a month, and they are cutting edge people. I mean, they didn't know about Asea, but they were talking about mercury poisoning at this one meeting, and they said that mercury gets out of it loves fatty tissue, which is in the brain, and the only way to pull mercury out of there is high glutathione. And so the discussion was, well, how are we going to do that? And so I went, oh my gosh, that mention of the glutathione production, availability, 500%, I went, aha. So I had him retested first before I started him on high doses of Asea. I had a Johns Hopkins, what they call a brain biopsy. It's a blood test. It's expensive, but it comes back and it gives you information. The results came back and they were horrible. Start him on 12 ounces a day of Asea, already knowing that mercury recycles. If you don't get it out, if you're detoxing and you don't get it out quickly, it just reabsorbs. Knowing that, I bought an infrared dry sauna and put him on that 30 to 40 minutes a day, plus electrolytes, because if you're pulling out electrolytes, you need that, plus a liver detox to help. So in 2 months of him being on 12 ounces a day of Asea and that other protocol, his brain started to come together. He was becoming normal. His homework went from 3 hours a night to 20 minutes a night. He also, in 2 months, I'm going to back up a little bit, just to try to help him. I put him in piano for a whole year prior to that. He was just to do something, all the other kids in my family that didn't have a problem, everyone had piano except him. I hadn't bothered because he couldn't take it. So I went ahead and put him in piano. He was still playing like, a kindergartner. But it was like the Matrix. It was like one day something just uploaded into him, and he could play piano like it all came together like that. And so he's still to this day playing like little Mozart. In 5 months of being on the same routine, the Asea, the sauna, the liver detox, and electrolytes, he started sweating out mercury out of his pores. The reason I know that is I got in touch with Johns Hopkins University. There's a specialist there that knows that when anyone starts sweating out a brownish gray liquid out of their pores, it's mercury and lead. That was started in August. This is now May. He's normal. He's normal. And he has, what I say, I have my kid. My son has his life. He has joy. He is not depressed. He can keep up with everybody else, and he's extremely intelligent now and a great pianist. And I have my son back. So thank you, Asea.
This is why we do what we do, and this is why this powerful information and mission has got to get to the world. Asea works.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I have an autoimmune disease that affects my nervous system. I've had it been walking with a cane for 25 years. I was approached to take the Asea, and I said, no way, I'm not taking that. I've had every juice and berry there is. My daughter called me and convinced me to take it. I was taking it for about 3 days, and all of a sudden I couldn't stop moving. I couldn't sleep. So I called her up and I said, Jen, I know why you feel so well and why it's helping you. And she said, why? And I said, because it has amphetamines in it. And she said, no, it is completely non-toxic. It has nothing in it. And she said, wait, try it out for a little while. So I did. And my body got used to taking it. And now I walk without a cane. I can dance, something I haven't done in 25 years. And I feel wonderful.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sherry Shivey, and I'm going to spend just a few minutes sharing with you some of the amazing results that I've received since taking the Asea product. Many years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and suffered many effects of the disease. Since taking Asea, I don't have any of those problems anymore. No longer do I need to take sleeping pills. I have the energy and stamina that I used to enjoy decades ago, and I can enjoy my favorite activities without pain. This has made an amazing difference in my life, and I have a real passion and zeal to share this product, Asea, with as many people as I can, because I know what it can do for the human body. So far, the testimonials have been astounding, and they just keep coming in. There are people who live in New Orleans that I've shared this with, who have been suffering from lupus, that are having miraculous results, cancer, and other autoimmune diseases. When a person has an autoimmune disease, the immune system attacks itself. And the reason for that is there are not enough redox signaling molecules to send clear signals to where the problem is and what to do about it. And the immune system attacks the wrong cells instead of attacking the invaders. But once these redox signaling molecules are restored, then the immune system gets back into balance, and it's amazing what results occur from that. So I just want to say thank you, Asea, and I'll keep busily telling the world about it. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Marty Wilson. I'm from Shelton, Washington, and I'm 55 years old, and I've been introduced to Asea by a dear friend named Dan Hartley. I was introduced to this about 3.5 months ago, and Dan brought over a case to me because I was so unhealthy. I felt horrible. I was fatigued. I was aching all over. I had aches severely for probably 2 years, and I've just felt really run down and tired. Oh, and I've had over 30 colds from January until June of this year. And I had no immune system. I came to the conclusion because if somebody sneezed or if I went out in public, I got sick and I just couldn't get well. Anyway, about 15 years ago, I had lots of stomach issues and I had to go in and have several surgeries for my esophagus. And it's just, I think through the 15 years, I've just, all those complications arising and everything, and my age, getting older, I think it's just all added up and taken a toll on me. But when Dan brought this over, I started taking it, and about 10 weeks this light went off. And it was incredible. At 5:30 in the morning, I woke up one morning and it was just like, I wanted to get out of bed. I had energy. And I thought, this feels great. I don't want it to go away. And it didn't. I'm going on 4 weeks today that I feel absolutely marvelous. I went so nuts over this stuff that I got my husband on it. I got all my kids on it. I can't shut up about it. It's incredible. Dan told me even about how if you spray it on your age spots and your sunspots and all that, it can take them away. And I thought he was nuts when he told me that. So I thought about 3 weeks ago, I decided to just spray my chest and my face. And in 3 weeks, I had on the side of my face here, I had a spot right here that was about the size of a quarter. Down here, I had one that was about the size of a dime. They're almost completely gone. I think if not, I think the lower one even might be gone. But I've had those for a long time. My chest was covered. It was covered severely, and it's almost totally cleared up completely. But I didn't spray my shoulders on purpose because I just kind of didn't believe this, and I was quite the skeptic. So I'm going to show you my shoulder just to show you how bad my chest really did look. And my whole back is like that also. And so I found out that really works. And then it works for burns and it works for cuts. I've just been really amazed at this product, and I plan on taking it forever. I look at it that it's part of our groceries now in the house. I just added it to the grocery bill, and it's just going to be the way of life forever. I'm never going to go off this. This is just such an incredible feeling to have this kind of energy. I feel 15 years younger. I haven't felt this great. I guess I just really never knew what normal felt like. You know, it's been so long since I felt this good. And I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for listening to me.